Good morning, sunshines. I know everybody's still over with Brian. We'll wait for them. But it's such a good morning. The birds are like chirping. Today's trash day, so we'll probably have to deal with dogs barking. I missed you yesterday. Yesterday we had the police commission meeting. That meeting was fire. That meeting was on fire. I was so proud of everybody yesterday. That was such an awesome meeting. What are your thoughts? Cheers. We got our coffee this morning. Yeah, yesterday's meeting was on fire. Amy and Miriam and Ganja. Hey, Cajun, good morning. How are you doing today? Good morning, Muriel. Good morning, Haggis. Morning, morning, morning. How are you guys doing today? Cajun was on Zoom but didn't get called. Yep. Yeah, Lara was on fire yesterday and then watching them go over to Blue. Yep, that was a great protest yesterday. Kind of felt scared for Audit. That chair is great that she can, hey, good morning, Amy M. It's great that she can get up and running around, but it's tough because the chair doesn't work perfect for her. It's hard when you're used to something and then you have to get used to something else. And you have to change. Change is hard. Today we have Public Works and I believe Ethics. Ethics is if you can call in. No, you did an incredible job yesterday, Amy. Exactly, I agree. And, you know, I thought, well, sometimes they just call on me and Audit. And so that's why I didn't call in, and I'm so glad because they took a lot of people yesterday. So I'm glad. I'd love to hear your voices. And Miriam, you rocked it. You started naming off victims, you started naming off survivors, and I wanted to cry. Thank you, you two. Yeah, and I joined just so I could stream, but I didn't raise my hand. Yeah, you guys were just fire, fire, fire yesterday. So let me see what time the ethics committee, I think it was like at 1 or 3 last time. Let me see if I can find missing in Scientologies. Um, Let me see if I can find their website. Okay. So where did it go? Here it is. This week's So Wednesday is, let me switch the capture around here. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, great grandma. Yeah, I am so glad Laura spoke. She just needs to keep going. And what kind of bothered me, didn't kind of bother, it really bothered me, is the week before, or one of the weeks before, the parents were up there talking about their child that was murdered and that his birthday was coming up. And that was sad and that was horrific and really broke my heart. But they let her and him have way longer than their 3 minutes. So I know when they can, they have. So she said outright yesterday that she had PTSD and they should have let her. Well, it is. It's very much like Stockholm Syndrome, and it is Stockholm Syndrome. So here are meetings for today, you guys. Today, Henry is in court, and then Transportation Committee meeting, Board of Public Works, Human Relations Commission meeting, that's about jobs. So 1 p.m. Pacific is Ethics Commission. Now the Ethics Commission is the one where you have to call in. You don't Zoom in, you call in on the Zoom. And then you have to make sure and hit the #6 or #9 or whatever to say that you want to speak. But they've been doing really good about taking everybody. Now the Ethics Commission's purview is misconduct and complaints against city employees, city offices, inappropriate taking of money for campaign money. But an ethics complaint is more serious than a criminal complaint when it comes to city employees. And have a great day to you too, great grandma. So we've talked to the Ethics Commission about how the city employees weren't, like, especially over at like Public Works. I'm not too sure who I would have to complain about today. I got to think about that if I do want to make a complaint. But Ethics Commission is a big deal. They have the authority to file criminal complaints. They have the authority to fire your ass. So Ethics Commission is a big deal. So I'll be definitely, I think Audit is going live to that one, going in person. I think she's going to go do Board of Public Works and the Ethics Commission today. And Henry's case is today. He must be there unless he's going online. That is an OIG complaint, Amy M. Oh yes, that would be a good one. Of course, I'm trying to remember. I think I think Audit did a CPRA on that one. I'll have to do it. That would be awesome. That's a great idea, Miriam. Yeah, that is a great idea. I know Audit does from her, she does. She posts them, but not consistently. That's a great idea. If somebody even wanted to do them, I'd post them all on the Scientology crimes. That might be a good short section for the Scientology crimes. I just don't know how to make them. Well, I haven't figured out how to do it. Yeah, your comment and Amy's comment, Audit's comment, and DOA and Lara, it was all on fire yesterday. And then the lady that has been protesting the Catholic Church and all the noise from the Catholic Church, she just kind of hopped right in. That's true, and they don't want to hear F-bomb guy and all of that on top of it. They just want to hear the comments. That's an excellent idea. Miriam's the smart one this morning. Yeah, that was disgusting. Ugh. At first I thought that was a bot or thought it was a troll saying that. Haggis, you caught me on that one. Sometimes that's me too, great grandma. Could the city attorney or DA be brought up at ethics about filing frivolous charges? Yep, we have and we should. That's a good one, Cajun. We could re-bring up Enry's today. He's had some really good success with getting the city attorney in Moxon against the law, the bar, and filing charges. So he's done excellent with that. Behind the scenes, he's been doing that. Oh, Haggis, I'm going to laugh about that comment about Jim all day. I'm surprised that they don't call off topic on some of that stuff. It is kind of cringe. Great grandma, yeah, I'm lucky I get the streaming down. I figured out how to do it. And is this a pre-trial hearing for Henry today? I don't know, Amy. I think it's the hearing. That's a good question. Hey, Lakshmi, cool. I should text him and find out. Mm. Where did my phone go? There's my phone. Laura mentioning Moxon. Yep. Moxon's been a pain in the derriere. That's for sure. Hey, Afila. Good morning. They have hearings before trials begin usually. Probably. I just don't know for sure. I'm going to text him and find out. Good morning, Kathy. She did a video on Operation Snow White. Yeah, that was a big deal back then. Okay, so it's pre-trial, you guys. Henry just answered me. Okay, so lots of fingers crossed and toes crossed, titties crossed. And good evening, Afila. I'm sorry. Hey, Joe Bananas. Guten Morgen, guten Afternoon, guten Tag. Hi, Irish Mart. Good morning, Brian. Great live this morning. Ah, Miriam's trying to work. You are sweet. Kathy is sweet. Pre-trial hearings aim to narrow the issues in a case and to help the trial run smoothly. They also often lead to the early resolution of a charge. So if it doesn't need to go to trial, yes, correct. Good morning, Rika. Yeah, I'm just kind of waking up too. I got up, made some coffee, got the trash out. Yeah, Kathy, we were talking about that. Yesterday was just awesome. It was. And then to watch Audit and Ashley and Lara go to the test center and then over to the Blue, that was just incredible. And then, oh, it just broke my heart when, not broke my heart, but it made my heart full when Lara and Streets hugged. That was really nice. It warmed me. You've been out of bed for almost 3 hours? Oh, yikes. Yikes stripes. Yeah, I know it's bright and early for you, Rika. Bright and early. It was nice. And they both were very receptive to the hug. Yep, lots of emotions, I agree. Hey, let's go. Good morning. It was. It was an epic day yesterday. I love it when a plan comes together. Retro. Well, we don't want to make you late. You've been up since 3:30? Oh my goodness. Brian, that's awfully early. If I'm up at 3:30, it's definitely to do the old lady tinkle, but then I'm right back to bed. Yep. Well, I'm sure a hug can be an apology, Haggis. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that, Cajun. Oh, that's true. Well, and I forget about having to get kids off to school. The bladder always has something to do with it. So it is pre-trial, and we will hear later from Henri um, about what happens. Good morning, Jennifer. Yeah, Brian, at our age, the bladder always has something to do with it. That's just a given. That's okay. Let's go. Thank you for being here with us. I always want to do let's go, LETSGO, let's go. Remember that cheer? Really, Kathy, we won't tell. The bladder does always win. I have no say in that whatsoever. Mother Nature has Mother Nature can be awfully, awfully unforgiving. Yeah, did MD had a video of one of the Sea Org members getting taken off in an ambulance yesterday. Boy, it's a good thing they didn't have to the day before, huh? Or on Sunday when they had the street blocked off. Did you guys catch that lie, or did you catch that? Yeah, I know. She was delusional, wasn't she? Of course we don't do anything like that. Did she? I know, I saw Nora did a short of that. What did you say, Cajun? Did I miss it? Yeah, who was it that Nora said it was? It said community violation. Cajun, I must have missed your comment because I didn't see. Yeah, they do. They take them because they don't have insurance. Most of them don't even have Medicaid. So they do take them to a public hospital. Let me see. Oh. Excuse me. Let me go there. That was that one, wasn't it? Was it a short that she did? I know she had a separate one. I'm not gonna do drama. Here it is. It's a members only. And I'm not a member. Dang it, Nora. Let's go to MD Media's. Did it get taken down?
Now I can focus more on God and what my mission and kingdom calling is.
All the results that you just heard were created.
Good morning. How you doing, sir? Have a great day. I didn't plan on going live. However.
Hey, good morning, Eyes. That is so weird, Eyes, to see. It's been 2 weeks. And I haven't gotten them back.
Someone getting taken away in an ambulance.
Does he?
Make sure she gets proper care. Scientology is known for not helping people. Just so you guys know. I'm going to have a fantastic day. Make sure you take care of her. Please. Good morning, security. Good morning, everybody. I was up the top of the street. I saw this, so I had to come down. Right around the corner, Vince. Damn, I wasn't even going to go live today either. Yes, very. Yeah. Trying to see her face real quick. Not too elderly. Could you see it? I zoomed in a little bit.
So who did Nora say it was? I used to see that it's just crazy. You and Audit are the two first people that I sent out to, and neither of you have gotten it. Maybe somebody stole my send. Didn't anybody that watched it? Stephanie, someone. Okay. Thanks, Joe. Huh. Well, prayers for that person, prayers for their health, and that she gets better, and that maybe yeah, she has a long live, like a 50 some minute. Of course you're not here. We don't see you. We don't see you. We don't see you. Um, but the member one, the short video, I can't get into because you have to be a members only. That's okay. Ah, coffee, coffee, coffee. Well, I didn't. I mean, I just sent it regular mail, so I didn't put a tracker or anything on it. Yeah, maybe somebody will be able to get to her over at the hospital. I'm surprised that Matt's video was still, for privacy reasons, that it didn't get taken down or zapped. Even though it was just like a figment of her face. Because I know how much they monitor Matt's videos. Big time. He doesn't get away with squat from OSA. They monitor Audit's videos. And I know we've got him lurking in here too, but we don't ever do anything. He put it on TikTok too. So I'm glad that Nora put it out there because I know at least some. Did she put a video of the face? I'll go back and watch her live from later. But yeah, let's do some prayers for. Right, let's go. Osa, you have a chance to be in that ambulance one of these days. You need to leave now. Yep, mind control 101. I agree. One of these days, Rika, we need to do. I need to do a response to that list. It's still uh, perturbing and bubbling up inside me. I do have all sorts of stuff, but I am pro Scientologist. I am pro Scientologist, and I am not going to say I'm not. I care for everybody in those buildings. Good morning, Rona. I care for every Scientologist that could have a life and could have some redemption left in them. I do. I am pro Scientologist. I am anti Scientology. I am anti doctrine, policy, and practice. And I'm anti the abuse. But I'm right on the same page as Audit. If Janet were to get a hold of me, I'd figure out how to jump a moon to get her out. If Kirsten Peterson wanted to get out, I'd jump a moon to help them get out and establish a new life. It did, Rika. I know it did, and we will talk about it. We will talk about it, Rika. But I'm going to give you a little teaser here. I am pro-Scientologist. And I'm going to continue to be pro-Scientologist because the person that made that list is pro-Scientologist. And the person reading that list was pro-Scientologist. And everybody on that list is pro-Scientologist. Or else we wouldn't frickin' be here. If I wasn't pro-Scientologist, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd say eat each other up. The Scientology's dying anyways. It's going to be dead in 10 years. Right, Rika? Right? You guys can just eat each other and the religion's going to die anyways. If I didn't care, I'd just let them do it what they needed to do. Right? Exactly, Amy M. We're accelerating the doctrine, policy, and practice demise, the abuse of it, and trying to keep those that are in it out of harm's way. That is called a pro-Scientologist. What's the song? Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, we are precious in his sight. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to feel love. And don't we all mess up at times? That's right. I'm pro-human rights, anti-doctrine, and the abuses. Exactly, Cajun. We all have the right to have family and to be accepted by our family, or at least have the option. You know, sometimes things just don't work out, but you should have the option. That's right, Snorri McSnorpants. I think so too. Where's Peter this morning? Wake up, Peter. Usually Peter's awake this early. You're right, Kathy. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, passing the baton is a good feature because you do need some fresh stuff in there every once in a while. Hi, Peter. Good morning. It's Thank you for lurking. Thanks for saying that you're okay, though. Yeah, there is a lot of BS that comes along with YouTube. And YouTube is kind of an echo chamber for this. It needs to get out further. It needs to have a bigger voice. YouTube is an echo chamber. And it's definitely being throttled and stifled. Good morning, Marie. Asi, oi, oi, oi. So that's been kind of my, about the last week, I've been trying to expand the audience a little bit. I know we've seen a few trolls here and there because of it, but I'm trying to expand that. We need to bring in different audiences. So Amy, I've kind of tossed things to you about the nursing. You know, it would be nice to have an audience of the nursing associations. The true crime community and the channels are a huge disappointment ignoring this. And the true crime community is huge, but it's not the everyday population. I think we need to get into normal, quote unquote, communities. So let's bring it out to other areas. We need to bring it into the normal areas, not necessarily bring other people into here. I don't want to drag people down into the cesspool. Oh, thank you, Jojo. But let's start trickling the information out into the so-called normal communities, into the associations, into the lawyer groups, into the nursing association, into the doctors associations. Well, you can't win for losing on that one, Rika. And I'm kind of like doing the quote unquote air quotes on normal. You know what I mean? But getting the information out to unions or nursing associations, or I know that they've been safe pointed incredibly on the mental health, but there's got to be other associations that I'm sure has been targeted in the past. Associations of the mayor, the mayors meet, the National Associations of Mayors, or the National Association of whatever. That's what I'm trying to say, is things you wouldn't think of. True, Cajun, but there's nothing wrong with bringing in the information, speaking at an event, hosting a public thing. I don't know. I'm not too sure exactly how it would look. It's just an idea. But we need to spread. I thought that was an incredible video, Peter, to the I watched it and I read it, to the what the hell? Through his nonprofit, through his wife's nonprofit. Yes, I did watch it, Peter. Kathy, you're right. We can only do, but when we all add the drop of water, it can become a tidal wave. Yeah, Michael Minion is a liar, liar, pants on fire. I watched that other video of the armed fisherman that you sent me, and that was pretty incredible. There was who was, let me see. Let me see if we can find it.
All right, we're recording.
Was it in videos? Here you go, guys.
Don't forget, on the 24th, Okeechobee. On the 20th.
This was a great, great video. Thank you, Peter, for sending it to me. I appreciate it. See you later. Let's go. If you guys get a chance, watch this. This is a guy called the Armed Fisherman. I've never heard of this channel too well. I kind of heard Peter's brought it up a couple of times, and I've watched him a couple of times, but I did. So its councilman made 100 grand disappear and told lies to Mr. Hulba, allegedly. And oh, I'm subscribed on the other channel here. I'll subscribe on this one too. And it definitely goes into Mr.
With the right partner to help make your data AI ready, you can uncover insights for better products and performance. Together.
As of last week, we officially broke the $100,000 mark that we've donated to youth scholarships directly to Pinellas County schools.
So, you heard the claim. He's claiming that, he's still been donating money and he's reached the 100,000 mark, even though that this 501c3 that hasn't done any filings for over 3 years. He's had this thing for 3 years and didn't file anything. So, we're going to jump into the email, and then I'm going to show you all the lies that are in this email. So, let's jump into the email.
So the 501c3 was revoked because they didn't file in 3 years. And he's claiming right? So he's claiming that they gave over $100,000 to the Pinellas School District, and the school district is like, no, we didn't receive any monies. He is a liar, liar, pants on fire. Yeah, did anything come of that police report, Rika? Has there been any follow-up, or have they called you back about it? That was disgusting how they targeted you. But this guy, he's one of the yes voters of the Clearwater, of the Garden Avenue. We see you, dude. We see you. We see your lies. We hear you. And he does have ties to Grant Cardone, or at least his nonprofit does. And again, thank you, Peter, for that information. Good, Rika. I'm glad. Chargeback 911. Yes, thank you. Chargeback 911 had a chaos going on with it too. Didn't he get sued for that, or his brother was going to prison, or got convicted of it? So yeah, if you guys get a chance, watch this video and go down the demon hole on this one. And maybe send an email to Mr. Michael and find out, where did all that money go? We see you, Mr. Conman. But Rika, we heard it. I don't know that he's a Scientologist. I've heard that he's not a Scientologist, but he's definitely has ties. Of course, he's from Clearwater, so they all have some degree of separation, whether it's 1 degree or 5 degrees. But it's kind of hard not to have some relationship with Scientologists down there. Good, Rika. It is, yep. I know, Rika. And we all watched it and saw it happen. So I am glad that it's being taken seriously and it's being investigated. Schools, teachers, churches, temples, and more. Yeah. Good morning, crazy love. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? It's been a crazy week. No pun intended. It's been a crazy week. I need to get caught up on what's happening with your judges and their convictions. I haven't been keeping up with the news lately. I've had so much going on. It has been. It has been. Uh, it has been crazy. It's been nuts. I'm ready for some normalcy. I don't know where that's going to go. I know, and it's only Wednesday. Well, symbolically, today is trash day. Let's take out the trash. Get those trash buckets cleaned out. I'm ready to dump some other trash in there. Get rid of it. Take it to the landfill. That's what I'm going to start. I'm going to, instead of the coffee thumbnail, I think I'm going to do trash day on Wednesdays. Yeah, there we go. Wednesdays are now trash days. Take out the trash. Yeah, this guy's name is Michael Menino. Normal is a setting on the dryer. Ew, oh, it's definitely hard to keep up. Aussie, it's been that way since the very beginning. You've been working on a project because since the first of the year we have had 10 public officials charged with child sex crimes or sex crimes against women. Ooh. Yeah, today's going to be definitely fireworks for the Board of Public Works meeting. Ooh, crazy. You got to give me an email about this shit. I know, you're keeping things secret because you get trolls. You get trolled big time. And I know, you got to keep things secret till they come out. It frickin' sucks that you have to do that. Thank you, Haggis. I'm sorry we're gonna miss you today. Yeah, I don't know if Ganja was gonna stream today. I'll see. If not, I will, but if Ganja is going to stream, I'm gonna let her stream. I'll definitely call in one way or the other. You got that Utah spice going on. You add in all the different cults you have in Utah, you get some crazy cult water around there. Crazy cult spice. Yeah, I know, crazy. I know exactly how that is. And you want to shout from the rooftops what you're doing, but you can't. You just want to. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. They have less guards at the Pope's funeral. I know, right? And I mean, it always just amazes me when you get these statesmen or public figures. Yeah, I did. I watched what I could of that. There's no reason to be over there. You know, protesting does not always look like standing in front with a sign. Sometimes it does. Sometimes protesting looks like sitting behind a keyboard. Sometimes it means being on the telephone doing research. Protesting does not always look like screaming. Sometimes it does. There's more to it. And anybody that wants to be judgmental on how we do it, they can just go eat a big green bug. It's when you're on a roll with what you're doing. I value insight and I value help. I don't value unnecessary opinions that are just discouraging. Yep, sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes it's just being a listening ear. Exactly, Rika. I don't think so. Well, it's not a place. It's just not a place. I mean, it's loud. There's machinery. There's too much action going on. There's no reason to do it. I do. I love listening to Dylan. I appreciate Dylan. It does. It takes all sorts of different avenues, all sorts of different ways. There isn't any one way. We all appreciate them. Because they do, they move. And I know their doctrine in LRH's tactic was to, if you move to the right or if somebody attacks on the right, go to the left. If somebody goes to the left, go to the right. And confusion. No, encouragement, and I'm gonna continue to say this, is that encouragement means, and I hope you guys start using this and thinking about this, is when I have a little bit of courage and I want to share it with you, I open up my heart, the courage flies out and goes to you, and you catch it. That's encouragement. Yeah, that's crazy that they had spies on the top of the building. That's just creepy. But there's been change in the LDS community. Change is creeping in from everything. And we appreciate you too, Great Grandma. Thank you. Yeah, those were some great videos Tori and Dylan did. Yep, that's right, Maureen. No more kids in cults, full stop. Yeah, that was definitely creepy. It's because of the underlying assumption that hate crimes are going to. Uh-oh. I don't know who that is. It's a spammer. I get so many spam calls a day, you guys. Yep, seeds. And speaking of which, eyes to see, I am so sorry your seeds haven't made it there yet. One of these days, they're going to show up and you're going to be like, oh, what the hell are these? Oh, yeah, that's right. Mona sent them 10 months ago. Maybe they'll be there for next planting season. But there's an underlying feeling and an underlying uh, that there's hate crime and against religions. We're not against your religion. We're against you abusing people. You whack jobs. It's not normal. Because when you're groomed as it's normal, I've been getting those lately too, Amy. I think they are calls from scammers and they spoof the number. Yep, when you grow up and you think it's normal, there's all sorts of it's like they're hidden there. Better late than never, Rika. You know, take the opportunity to reconnect or to finally connect. I need to find out what that area code was. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a spam call. Yep. Uh-oh, where did I go? Let's take the arm fisherman back to... Yep. I wish I had more time with my mom and dad. Every breath. Well, that's probably a good idea. I should do that. Jern said that. Let me see what this one says. I can tell by the... I get a bunch of sponsored. Except for this one's Department of Justice. Uh-oh, I might have not. Well, either they need to leave a message or we don't get back. Nice. Good job, Rika. Yeah, that's just crazy sauce. We don't disconnect from people. Unless it's really truly healthy. If you really truly need to, if you're being abused, if you're being neglected, if you're being hurt, mentally, physically, sexually, then you do need to disconnect, but not for reasons of, okay, talk to you later, crazy. Yep, I'm going to scoot here in a second, too. I need to go get Fluff and Buff before our meeting today. Speaking of which, see you guys. I'm going to run. If Ganja is streaming, we will all join Ganja on hers. And if she's not, then I will stream. Just depending on what she's got going. So, yeah, Google didn't tell me anything on this one. I will see you guys in a little bit.